This video discusses unit rates and it ties with lesson 4.1 in your textbook. So to start off, just a reminder, a unit rate is a ratio or a rate that has a denominator of 1. And some common examples of unit rates that we see every day is measuring how far we could drive per hour, so miles per hour in a car. We can also measure how many miles we drive on 1 gallon of gas. If we were to go food shopping and buy turkey or ham or cheese, we could figure out the dollar price per pound. Or if we are babysitting, we can figure out the dollar that we earn per hour. So these are each unit rates, and we're going to kind of practice unit rates by going through 2 examples here. So the first example I have is asking us to determine which size bag of dog food has the lowest price per pound. And I need you to keep in mind that your key word here is per. And if I look around the word per, I see price per pounds. And those 3 words tell me how I'm going to set up my unit rate. So this tells me that it's price, which means dollar would be in the numerator. Per becomes my fraction bar, and pound goes in the denominator. So if I look at my first option for dog food, I can buy 40 pounds for $49. Well, we know dollars goes on the top, so I would put 49 in the numerator. And if I look back at my setup, pounds goes in the bottom because it's price per pound, so 40 pounds goes in the denominator. And I need to ask myself, if I need to make this a unit rate, which means I need to make the denominator into a 1, what do I have to divide by in order to do that? And in this case, in order to make 40 into 1, I have to divide by 40. 40 divided by 40 gives me that 1 in the denominator. Since I divided the bottom of the fraction by 40, I'm going to come up to the top and do the same thing up here. 49 divided by 40. And this is where a calculator will come in handy. So I'm going to grab my calculator over here, and we have 49 divided by 40. And I know that I'm dealing with money here, and so with money I always round to the hundredths place. So this second 2 here is sitting in the hundredths place. I see its neighbor is a 5, so that means that I'm going to round this up to $1.23 per pound of dog food. I'm going to follow a very similar setup for the other 2 options of dog food, and I'm always going to follow this setup price per pound. So my second option, I can buy 20 pounds for $23.44. So I would do 23.44 divided by 20. And again, I'm going to look in my calculator. 23.44 divided by 20. Ooh, that didn't work. Let's try that again. 23.44 divided by 20. 1.172. And again, I round to the hundredths place. So I can determine that if I buy this second option of dog food, I am paying $1.17 per pound. Our last option, and I'll show the workout on this one again, like we did the first time. So it's dollars per pound. I can buy $9.88 for 8 pounds of dog food. And again, because I'm using unit rates, I want to make the denominator of that fraction a 1. In order to make it a 1, I have to divide the top and the bottom by 8. So the denominator becomes a 1. And now I have to use my calculator. 988 divided by 8. 9.88 divided by 8 is 1.235. I'm dealing with money, so I round to the hundredths place, and that becomes 1.24. And if I look back at the original question, I was asked which of the three is the best buy? What is the cheapest option or the lowest price per pound? So my options are paying $1.23, $1.17, or $1.24. And clearly here, $1.17 is the cheapest option. Woo! So I would go with the 20-pound bag.